Hello, I'm Vivienne Joy, Mindset Reset Expert here for your Future Focused Friday. In these sessions, they're not about fixing what happened in the past or going backwards. They're about the focus of the future. Because if you're just doing mindset work where you're fixing stuff here, you might end up here and not know what's going on in the next part of your life. So we need to do all of these. We need to look behind us and make sure that we haven't got stuff that's hindering us. We need to be in the now, to be enjoying the journey, which is what I'm going to talk about today, for us then to be able to focus on the future with how we feel and improving it. So this is more performance improvement, and this is more personal development rather than personal shift and change and transformation. It's very different energy. So I want you to now have a little think about enjoying the journey. Now, I know I'm Vivienne Joy, so, I've got the word enjoy and joy in my name. So, I have to have it, I have to live it. And let me tell you, sometimes it's not quite so joyful. I have stuff happening in my life and stuff happening in my business where I'm thinking, I'm not really enjoying this. This is not for me. And the strength comes in being able to understand what you're enjoying, what you need to do, and actually what you're just doing because you think you should or have to. And this is what I want to talk to you about today. Years ago, well, probably about 7 or 8 years ago, I had a session with a coach called Julie, and I talk about her all the time because she's bloody marvellous. And Julie I booked a 20-minute call with her. So I do 15-minute calls, she did a 20-minute call. And I remember at the time thinking, what on earth is 20 minutes going to do for my world? And I know you probably think that 15 minutes isn't going to do anything because you can sit and waste 15 minutes scrolling through Instagram or TikTok. So 20 minutes. And I remember she just asked me one question, because of course a good coach will ask you questions that you haven't asked yourself, or you've asked yourself but not answered outwardly because something different happens. And she just asked me a question and I rattled on. And at the time I had 3 businesses and I was exhausted. I couldn't quite work out how they merged. I was, as much as I do this work myself, sometimes something outside of you needs to help you. Coaches need coaches. And, if you've got a coach who doesn't have a coach, then something's not quite right because it means they don't believe in coaching. Anyway, just saying. Julie listened to me and it was very silent. And to be fair, she couldn't get a word in edgeways because I was like, blah, 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 blah. I was just glad to have somebody to release my head stuff to. It was going round and round in a big whirl. I'm sure you know what that feels like. Anyway, I went on and on and on. And then at some point, I stopped and went, and Julie went with me on the other end of the phone, and there was a silence. She said, "You sound exhausted." I said, "I am." She said, "It sounds exhausting." I said, "It is." She said, "Do you know," she said, "all this stuff you're doing and all these things you're starting and launching and all these people you're pleasing and all these clients you're serving," she said, it's a lot." I said, "I know. So if you're doing this, listen up." And she said, "You do know about the word discernment?" I'm sure I should know what that means. I said, "Yes, of course. What do you mean by the word discernment?" And she said, "My darling," she said, "just because you can doesn't mean you should." And in that moment, my life changed. And there'll be a moment with the coach, or somebody, actually, maybe not even a coach, somebody in your life says something where you go, "Oh, that was a bit profound. Oh, I felt that. Oh, gosh, that really linked into my brain or shifted something or just gave me a little wobble in my head." And this was one of those moments for me, very powerful. I was very grateful to her because I thought, actually, you're right. I am not enjoying what I'm doing because I have all these ideas. I'm mega creative. I'm a creative mentor, a strategist. I've got ideas and names for things and copy and strap lines and, headlines. But actually, just because I can doesn't mean I should. And in that moment, I really focused in on what I love to do and what I really wanted to do. And She Enjoys was born. Because if you're not enjoying it, what's the point? You have to enjoy the journey. So I want you now to have a think about everything you do in your world, all the services you provide, all the products you sell, all the emails you write, all the things, all of the tech, all of the marketing. And I want you to just imagine it all slightly away from you. Just put it all somewhere. Just imagine it all maybe on a desk in front of you, like all of your website, all of everything you've done or you do in a day, all the people you talk to, all the coaching, networking, I don't know, whatever else you're selling, whatever else you do, and put it all in front of you and just shrink it down so that it's like you've got a bird's eye view without having to go up to space of everything that's going on. So you can actually get it outside of yourself, and take a deep breath as you do this. Because it's exhausting having all of that inside you, isn't it? You're not enjoying it. And if you are, you're probably not watching this video anyway. But if you are enjoying it, listen to the video anyway, because there may be a time you're not, and you can do this. And I want you to just put it into little piles, like you would if you were separating the washing or anything, money. Separate money, put it into little piles of things you have to do, things you want to do, and things you enjoy doing. Because actually, just because we want to do them doesn't mean we enjoy them normally. And I just want you to then notice which pile is bigger. And if you've got nothing on the joy pile, you need to find a way. So you need to find a way of enjoying the things you're doing, or you need to find how you can bring joy into your business. So this is why I run my mindset reset days. It's why the She Escapes reset days exist, for no other reason really than I love them. I love it. It brings me the biggest joy. I spend my whole day on Zoom, and you know, during COVID it was amazing. I could help people, you know, pivot, keep their business online, get their business online, survive it. All my clients survived COVID, their business and themselves. Touch wood, everybody's all good. But actually, I really miss the face-to-face. And I thought, is it networking? So I went and did that. I looked at my joy pile and I went, there's missing. Face-to-face connection is missing. As powerful as it is for me on Zoom and the impact it makes, me, I love face-to-face stuff. I love one-to-one stuff, and I love face-to-face. So I thought, what do I need? What do I love? I've been running She Escapes retreats where I had small groups of women where for 4 days. It was very intense. But what if I can do a smaller version of that? It's not quite so in your face, but it's still very powerful and shifting and transformational for business and life and mind and, you know, sales and marketing. And I'd really enjoy it. So I don't have to do the prep. I don't have to travel anywhere. I thought I'll do it in my house. My wife can cook dinner. We'll have a lovely time. And those women will leave my house feeling like brand new pennies. So have a look at yours. Have a look at your piles. Have a look at the stuff you have to do, and just work out if you could do it better or easier. Look at the stuff you want to do and try and look at why you want to do it, and then look at the things you enjoy doing. If you need any help, let me know. I hope this helps you to bring joy into your life, because if you're not enjoying the journey, what's the freaking point? Life is supposed to be for living. It's supposed to be for enjoying. You're here for a good time, not a long time. So if you're not enjoying it, come and help. I'll help you find out, or you need to find out why.